price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Gummy, back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos is in my mental. You need a BJ, first class, not what you went to. You need the relay, chase money like you sane. I'll give you the boat, chain, and plane. Fame name, that's insane. Private. You need a, in case the movies get insane. You need a ruby, the kind of jewelry that's from the rain. I'm just here to remind you, but never mommy, man. I'm here to remind you where you come from. All this peace retreat is lame done. You can never get rid of me, I live in you. Both of our fire offend you.
Track how G go too fast. I don't need wear no seatbelt. Bad look, got no upgrade. Now she got. How about the range on? Who is the baby? He going in. Man, these old rappers getting boring. They be taking shots, I ignore them. Send them to the hood while I'm touring. Making plays out of town like I'm Jordan. Need to go get your. Walk on my way, I'ma score it. Lamborghini, I don't want no Porsches. I'm on fire, don't touch me, I'm torching. Had the fish on my teeth, I went porcelain. Put the time on my back, I'm a horseman. One more year, I'ma make it a Forbes. They load me in the bay like he 40. I be seen inside of the Moreland. Ain't no screens attached, keeping it cordless. She keep calling, but I keep ignoring it. Ain't no stopping, I'm keeping it for it. Man, they can't stop me, I'm going it. Man, they can't stop me, I'm going it. Every time I gone, I get another. Tryna leave me long, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. They find some open field here.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. On first and goal, Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And Charles, the Atlanta Falcons 1-4, and we're getting ready to see their offense again. But so far this year, the defense has been the issue. Not so much the points they're giving up, but the injuries that they've had to deal with.
When you're talking about linebacker Deion Jones, who they're hoping to get back off of IR later this year, but I don't think they're getting back safeties Keanu Neal and Ricardo Allen. That really weakens you down the middle and, of course, on the back end of your defense. Last 3 games, they've given up 37, 37, and 41 points. If they're going to make a push, it has to start right now. And here's their chance to get right. Home against Tampa Bay, home against the New York Giants, an open week, at Washington, and then at Cleveland. It won't be easy, but they have to take advantage of this right here, right now.
Yeah, they probably need 3 wins in that stretch. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Well, earlier we were discussing Jared Goff, and, you know, some people thought he's going to be a bust coming into his second year. Now the Rams 5-0. They're also, Charles, the 5th team ever to score 30 or more points in each of their first 5 games. All wins, by the way.
Yeah, their offense is so high-powered, and they come at you from so many different angles, so many different directions. A young quarterback that we keep saying needs snaps, needs experience. He's grown up by leaps and bounds. And, of course, he's got Todd Gurley in the backfield. He can hand it to him, throw it to him, and a myriad, a plethora of talented wide receivers, to me, led by Brandon Cooks.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Gurley. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
They'll try and pick up the 1st with Gurley. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. Ryan. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 45 yards. On first down, Ryan. Going underneath, it's Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it, and the Rams have got it back. In our meetings this week, they kind of tipped us off. They wanted to play ultra-aggressive, forcing fumbles. They just did that right there.
They took it to the next level, didn't they? You're exactly right, because everyone talks about being aggressive on defense and tackling well, but they were talking about getting after the football, making sure the ball was stripped out each and every time they lined up someone to get them on the ground.
And the adjustment working early. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A big run there by Gurley. 63 yards on the ground. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the back. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This just a 24-yard attempt. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. And here now come the Falcons. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 69 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bad.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Just beating the play clock is gone. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
To throw is gone. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for gone. On the left side, it's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Now Goff on 1st down. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. Touchdown, LA! In for the score. And the Rams add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now Ryan on first down. Drops it off for Coleman. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
21.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 6, and just like that, it's third down. Throwing again, Ryan. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. To throw again is Ryan. Looking for the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons draw a bit closer.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Returnable here for Davis. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Goff on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. For an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Goff. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down. On 1st down, Goff. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Vic Beasley in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he fires one that's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
12. 11. Let's go.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 1st down, Ryan. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Give him 6 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Let's go. 21.
Now the pitch to Freeman. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back now in Los Angeles. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 20. A big run there by Gurley. 62 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll give it to him up the middle. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Now it's Ryan. And he will score. Touchdown. Ah, yes, guess the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by DeMonte Casey.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hey, Tuesday.
On 1st and 10, Ryan, he's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give him a gain of 37.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mohamed Sanu, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you're wondering why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
And he'll get in as they're back within his score now. The lead's down to 7. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
There he goes inside the 30. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
He's going to get it running right. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. This is caught out in the right flat. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Connects with Sanu right side.
Really have no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Right now, I got you. Right now. Nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now. Need crew up right now. Cause we two up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. First I pull up, hop out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm two up right now. Two up right now. Yeah, I'm two up, round blew up. Copped that new rape on them haters. Threw up, brother went to jail for them. Told me you up. First time I seen 100 bands, yeah, I grew up.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Los Angeles Rams. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Brady now on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. Edelman unable to hang on that time. And now it's second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now Brady. And it's grabbed over the middle by White. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White, 78 yards. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Here's Gurley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They're running with Gurley. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Yeah, on 4th and inches, you've got to be quick with your decision-making when you're running the football. You've got to find the hole and go. And he does a nice job here picking up the first down with a few yards to spare.
On first down, it's gone. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Wide open receiver complete. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Being chased out left. Airing it out deep for Woods. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on third down.
And ordinarily on third down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about
Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on fourth down? Now whistles blow and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On fourth, they'll go again and try it once more. Here's Goff. Going up top for Kupp. And that is going to be incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. On second down, here's Brady. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. On the stop was Aaron Donald. Brady going to throw.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And last time, one play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Goff. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have...
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And that one results in 35 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. A pretty good arm, too.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
To throw on second down is gone. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now's a play caller because that has happened.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Caught on the right side by Dorsett. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Buying time to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Samson Abukum in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now Brady throwing on second down. Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Brady going to try and throw on third down. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Rob Gronkowski, 41 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
14. Deuce. Go.
Now Goff on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Woods the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Goff now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Gurley. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. It's caught left side by Cooks. 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
From the red zone now, Goff. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still stands. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And that's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They run. It's Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, a 23-yard run. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 13-7. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, allow me to sidestep for a second after that incompletion, CD. Let's talk about the rookie quarterbacks, because just last week we were talking about them going 0-4. But this past weekend, 4-0 for the rookie QBs.
Remember that seesaw we used to jump on when we were kids? You're up.
You're down.
Well, this week, they are way up. Sam Darnold and the Jets take out the Broncos. Baker Mayfield and his Browns in overtime. The fierce Ravens pass rush is foiled. And how about Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking the measure of the Tennessee Titans, who are off to a 3-1 start? And Josh Rosen, his second start in the NFL, he takes out the 49ers with help from his Cardinals teammates. That's the first time in the Super Bowl era that we've had rookie quarterbacks go 4-0 on a weekend. And somewhere in Baltimore, Lamar Jackson's wanting to know when he's going to get his opportunity.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, it's Brady. Goes underneath here to White. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Throwing on first down is Brady. And a dump off to White. And now running right through it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yards.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Santos with the extra point, and they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
To throw is Brady. His throw incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. He was looking for Gronk that time. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Again, they run with Gurley. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with third and just a yard. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Here we go.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Now a give running left for Gurley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Rams add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2.
Hey, what's up, gang?
Let me go secure for the game right quick.
Hey, what's up, gang?
I got it.
I think it's my fault.
For real.
What's up,
Keep the
gang?
rest.
Hey, I got that check-in to go.
I'm gone.
A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce.
Good drip. Good drip.
But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Act like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you the voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check-in to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch it turn to a singer. Get the fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my zip the back that like a pogo. Don't do these, they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. From the got in the gently. Ain't being friends with these. When I was down, I so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe. This do my own. Not gonna lie on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. Ain't no give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my range. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you. Rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting guap, got a big bands like Sasquatch. Every time you shit, with a no, it's top
I got
notch.
that check-in to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I dine. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get funky with to groovy you me. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to get Nicki Minaj. J-Rock ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide. You king of the city, I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Tryna get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a dub for a verse. I do it for FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at the line. Money ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside. I got that check-in to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
the squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah. Hey, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey, 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 hey. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, dodge, raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, dodge, raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Cross move quick like AI. Chain shine bright like daytime. Stack big bread like waist high. I don't do lanes. Little watch out like 2 chains. I done swerved in a new lane. Bang at the crit, do things. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, dodge, raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, dodge, raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah, no it ain't, they ain't talking cash, so I did the race. NASCAR with the pace, feed you water on the chain. Get no love where I'm from. When I'm on the beat, I make it thumb. I need that bread like every crumb. Came up from nothing, made a sum. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, dodge, raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, dodge, raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Ay, 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 ay.
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, I was by the stove. Big inside this cases once do me dirty, I'ma find you lay your out on the floor. 19 with a I got rich by myself. Rather do this alone, I wasn't asking for no help. They keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting busy. Now they see me out in public and be knowing what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just wanna be stable, tell my family we made it. I was coming for my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up, these bands can hit the island for vacation. I've been know my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5 racks on his fit, just to stunt while I'm in Vegas. On my body, shout out to my Caleb Young. Got the cake up, now he's wanna date us. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Fielded about a yard deep. Spinning away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Gurley. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. That one good for 15 and a first.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Richmond.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Watson hands this to Foreman, and they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Taken in at the 11. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Sheds off the tackle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the box to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They try right side here, Gurley. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Goff now looking to throw. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett from 19 yards away. And the Rams are in for 6. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Houston's offense taking the field again, and they were one of a few teams last week that really got an important, maybe season-changing win. You know, Pittsburgh had one, the Vikings had one, but the Houston Texans, a team that could have dropped to 1-4, but they won in OT against Dallas.
And you remember in preseason, I thought Atlanta would go to the Super Bowl. They're at 1-4, and they're really struggling because of injuries as well. Houston was another team that I said would be greatly improved and could be a surprise team, and they're starting to hit their stride in the AFC South. Got into overtime with Dallas, backed up on their own 10-yard line, and Deshaun Watson leads the drive for the game-winning field goal. How about the throw he made to DeAndre Hopkins, and how about the run after catch, where Hopkins became a whirling dervish twice to pick up big yardage and set up Fairbairn for the game-winning field goal. Look out now. They can get to 500 next week at home against Buffalo, and before what could be a huge game at Jacksonville in Week 7.
They're going for it. It's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Griffin. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Watson. And his throw here is incomplete. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now he's flushed out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Come back, come back. Two jet.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And fights him off. And he fends him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
To throw is gone. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Goff dumps it off to Gurley. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Again, Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Watson on 1st down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Two jet.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Richmond. Do jet.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Tiger. Come back.
The final shot before the break, Watson. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. 3rd down here. Here's Watson. A final shot before break. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. They were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Richmond. Come back.
On first down, Watson. Oh, he stays on. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Going deep for Hopkins. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Black 99 Philly. Tiger. Richmond.
Out of the gun, Watson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them. What move?
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays.
Come back.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. While we have a second on that incompletion, we got to talk about Linval Joseph. 64-yard interception return for a touchdown, and then you saw him on the sideline with the glasses and the oxygen mask after.
Yeah, when you're talking about lugging not just a football, but probably about 350 pounds down the sideline and scoring. But how about the contrast? Marcus May, the defensive back for the New York Jets, he gets a pick in the end zone, brings it all the way back, but it's the last play of the game. And Cortland Sutton, the rookie out of SMU for Denver, knocks him out of bounds before he can score. 104 yards and no touchdown. Linval Joseph at least got the touchdown to earn the oxygen and the shade.
Well, when he was going down the field, he was in Philly. I was in Atlanta. My couch was shaking. No question. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. And they'll go on the ground. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Another carry now for Gurley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, here's Gone. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down right around the 37. A Ram first down as Goff finds Kupp. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back now in Houston. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. 2nd and goal from the 1. He'll get it up the middle. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
3rd and goal, Gurley. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
The ball placed just outside of the end zone as they come up again on another 3rd and goal. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley taking it in. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30, 10, touchdown, Houston. Tyler Ervin with what will be called a 107-yard return. And the Texans draw a bit closer. And that big fourth-quarter return, Charles, makes this a one-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for two? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
Well, I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
This will be fielded at the 6. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off. Because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Goff. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Yeah, they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So naturally they will decline it. They got the 1st down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the 1st down through hard work and effort anyway? 1st down.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And past the 30 down to about the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the...
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So they do get it across for the game-winning touchdown, barring, of course, something crazy happening on the kickoff.
So if we take the crazy out of it, that's the way you close a game out.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them. How to make it in America? Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They ain't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's to the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shorty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for Vannas. Be cooling out in the whip, but I done dared every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I'm like Speed at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway here on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Goff finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Now Gurley, handoff left. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He can run for it, and he will. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. And now he'll tuck it and run. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. Here's Goff now on second down. And that one's complete to Gurley. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Watson will bring up the Texans here first and 10 at their own 15. After the interception, here's Watson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
To throw on second down is gone. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be second and 11. And they'll run it here. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. Back to the ground game here. Gurley down to about the 22 here. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a 1st down. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. They'll run it now out the gun. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Hard throw, incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Come back, come back.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Forced out to his left. And his throw is going to be incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
On 3rd down, Watson. He's letting this one. They got his man complete. They'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, 69 yards. And the Texans are in for 6. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, They don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, gone. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. On first down, it's gone. He's going to fire one deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On first down, it's Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From the red zone now, Watson. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Returnable here for Davis. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And some room to run now. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Watson on first down. Being chased out left. Shrugs him off. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. at the 22. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Richmond.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Will Fuller was the intended target. And it's 3rd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide.
Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans will extend their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This will be taken short. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Richmond.
Watson now on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Reset. Come back. Richmond.
Watson throwing on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
How precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again. He's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A Nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game, and the Texans will add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good, and they open the lead up now to 25. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Returnable here for Davis. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go play action here on 1st down. Going up top for Cup. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. As his guys are in for 6. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Santos with the extra point. And the lead is down to 28-10. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And now out comes Houston. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Come back.
To throw on second is Watson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, 95 yards. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
And now out comes Houston. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and it's shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. They run again with Foreman. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. After the interception, here's Goff. They'll roll him out right. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Flushed out right. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. Here's Goff. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Richmond. Come back.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big-time play there for the Texans. 41 yards.
Come back.
On 1st down, Watson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Richmond.
Back to the air. Watson on 2nd down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Again, it's Watson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Come back, come back. Richmond.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 8. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. Out of the gun, Goff. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Goff now 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Now Goff. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd and 10, Goff. He's going to let this one go deep. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
76.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is going to be 3rd and 13. To throw is gone. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. He's back to throw. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Reset. Hey, Blue 80. Richmond. Hey.
And Watson's going to throw it here. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Come back.
Watson now to throw. He finds his target, Fuller, and able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there. Second down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
something on that beat.
Addicted to ballin', I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to ballin'. I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my ends. I pull up in my Benz, flexing, counting my bands. Started getting money. I see how it feels to be rich. I live by the beach now. That's how I should live. Since I was a toddler, I knew that I would become this. I cannot move slow. That's a big no. Gotta chase this money, bankroll after big bankroll. I must get this money. I must get this money. I must get this money, get this money, get this money. I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to ballin'. I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my ends.
Got 100, I need bands. Now look at my dance. What is my jam? Run and get you that bands. Turning that party up. Used to have a my Nautica. You know the money be calling up. Friend, I'm tryna all of ya. Talking body ballin', watch this. Started let me too quick. Went to Oakland with a few.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. First and 10. Here's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And his first look is incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. From the 21, it's second and 10. Rodgers will try again on second down. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. He got 29 yards that time.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Rodgers now to throw. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a first and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Samson Ebukam, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Sam Shields. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Now gone. Wide open receiver complete. The 40, 30, past the 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 83 yards.
If a post pattern is often equated as a change-up route, how about when you throw it to your big guy down the center of the field? Covered or not, you have great confidence he's going to come down with the football. And when he does, as we just saw, long gains often result.
Dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Only a yard in the completion. It's second and goal. From the 10-yard line, here's second and goal. Gone. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big...
And it'll be intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Rodgers now on first down. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take him the other way.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Steps away to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and it's third and short.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Rodgers to throw once more. And Adams has it complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Well, right now we are 5 weeks into the NFL season. Charles, switching gears here. 2 undefeated teams, the Rams and the Chiefs, both at 5-0.
And who's going to end up being the first to lose? That becomes the game now, doesn't it? Because I know the 1972 Miami Dolphins team is waiting for both of them to lose so they can pop their champagne. But who's it going to be? The Chiefs' upcoming schedule? They're at New England, home against Cincinnati, home against Denver. How about for the Rams? 3 of their next 4 on the road. At Denver, at San Francisco, home against the Packers, at the New Orleans Saints. Care to make a prediction?
Well, I obviously Chiefs at the Patriots, that could be one. But the Rams 3 of the next 4 on the road. I'm going to say, though, the Chiefs drop 1 in New England. How about you?
I'm going to say that they're actually going to drop it at home against Cincinnati. That's my big upset.
They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. 12. Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. They're going to go for it. It's gone. A deep ball for Gurley. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams, 45 yards. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. And this one through the uprights and good. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 39 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's gone. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with 1st downs on each play.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On first down, Rodgers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. A little break here after the incompletion. Let's give the kickers from Week 5 some love. We had 4 game-winning kicks. Greg Joseph of the Browns, they beat the Ravens. Stephen Hauschka, the Bills, over the Titans. Fairbairn and OT against the Cowboys. And the best of the best, the game that you did, Charles, Graham Gano. How about that 63-yarder for the win?
Yeah, and it might have been good up to 70. But let's go back to Fairbairn in overtime against the Cowboys. You didn't want to do his first name. You didn't want to say Kaimi. There you go. I kind of figured you knew it. But how about Mason Crosby, though, Green Bay? No one could have had a worse day. Had to have been the worst day of his 12-year career. Missed 4 field goals and an extra point before making a meaningless field goal at the end of the ball game. That's something Green Bay's going to have to make sure they get corrected. I count on Mason Crosby to get that done. But last but not least, real quick.
Yeah,
that kick Greg Joseph.
That was a Phil Necro knuckleball.
Should it have even counted?
Yeah, it should have counted. And the Browns, I feel like they deserve that after some of the tough luck they've had.
Good point.
He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Rodgers now on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. To throw is Goff. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Goff on first down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Going deep for Montgomery. And that's caught inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout. as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And Crosby puts it through. So 2 quarters down. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Goff now looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Goff now looking to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, Goff. That is caught at the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The Rams on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Goff. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's got room. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at him with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Rodgers will try again on second down. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a gain of 5. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. Now Rodgers on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Throwing is Rodgers. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Rodgers to Cobb. Good for a Green Bay first.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Back now in Los Angeles. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On second down, here's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Samson Abukum in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the pressure gets to him again. Michael Brockers in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. And Crosby puts it through, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On first down, gone. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. That throw good for 4. It's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Open man right side is cut, complete. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Gurley again here on first down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. On the handoff, it's Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the fourth. Santos for the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He'll look to throw. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He's back to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from arm, incomplete. Now it's third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Hey, where y'all going? Box it, box it, box it, box it.
They'll look to throw. Open man is Allison, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Zoom. 319.
Back to throw. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Crosby on now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's gone. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped. Just before the 35. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And his kick is indeed good. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. The Packers go for it. Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. Well, you know, Charles, the coaching staff, they were sweating bullets. They had the field goal in the bag. They opted to go for it. They got it done.
Do you think they were making a statement there that maybe they didn't have confidence in the field goal kicker, or was it more that they had confidence in their offense to pick it up?
Whatever it is, they want to end this game right now.
Yeah, they wanted the big number, not the small one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw is Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. 18 yards the gain for number 18. When you're trying to win a game in overtime, I don't know that there's too many more in the history of the game you want under center than Aaron Rodgers.
Well, I think a lot of it's because he can beat you so many different ways. Right? He can beat you with the big shot downfield. Heck, if you need a Hail Mary, no one throws it better than Aaron Rodgers. But just when you think you've got him corralled in, when you've got pressure on him, he uses his legs to escape and create another big play, whether he's running it or extending it so a receiver gets open. I think he embraces overtime, and he embraces the spotlight that comes with it.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Rodgers. Go throw again. Lets this one rip toward. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So they say forget the field goal in the lead. They're going for the win in OT here on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Being chased out left. And it is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go, and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he's into the end goes home for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one.
Hey, what's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang?